Hello and welcome to the 2003 MG Cup Series race at Bristol. I tried to make a few changes to the INI, not like to make it too crazy, just to make things a little bit more interesting. Because in our 2003 AI racing isn't really the most interesting or competitive type of racing. I cannot. What? Duh. Alright. Anyways, Dave Blaney's on pole with Ward Burton to his outside, and we're coming to the line. This time by, green flag is out. We're racing at Bristol. So this shouldn't be too far off from real Bristol, but I did change the chassis type to 4, so they won't get spread out too easily. And there's contact. There, a Waltrip just about got turned. Yeah, they won't get too spread out, so we shouldn't have to deal with too much lap traffic here. That's the one thing I wanted to minimize, just the lap traffic, because they are really annoying. And in our 2003, Hermie Sadler is in second place. What? Hermie Sadler. What a run for him. Ricky Rudd behind him trying to look for a way to get past him, but oh my goodness, Hermie Sadler. Wow. Terry Labonte and Bill Elliott rounding out the top 5 here. But Dave Blaney pulling way out ahead here. He seems to be the strongest car today. He might be the one to beat here today. As got one car on pit road. That's Jeff Gordon having issues, it seems. As he's going to lose a couple of laps going down pit road here. Meanwhile, back out on the track. Action all over the place there. They are starting to separate a bit. The top, what's this? The top 20 starting to break away from the rest of the field. Oh, and the caution is out, as we've had some sort of an incident on the track somewhere. So let's do the DualShock 2 strategy, or just DualShock, I guess that's what he changed his YouTube name to. But yeah, let's do his little strategy to see cautions. Watch the pace car. There's the lights, and oh boy, that's not good. What happened here? Jerry Nadeau. There were 3 wide, and that just doesn't work on a short track, and hard into the wall with Jerry Nadeau with the rear end first. Tony Stewart involved in it as well. Heavy right side damage to that car. So that's what brought out our caution here today. We're going to go to a quick break, and we'll be back for... Actually, I should wait for pit stops, just so it can be more realistic. So pit road should be open this time. We've got a few cars down on pit road right now, Michael Waltrip being one. Darrell Waltrip, who is replacing Steve Park, had a little bit of contact there earlier today, but seems to be fine. Didn't seem to affect them. But yeah, trouble early on here in Bristol. Alright, now we're going to go to a break. We'll be back for the drop of the green flag. Never mind. We're going to do it. We're going to have to sit here and wait for the cautions because I'm doing this a different way. I'm sorry, I completely forgot. What we're going to do is... Okay, pace car's not coming in this time. Now he is. Alright. So, we should be going green this time by... Pace car getting ready to head down pit road. And, yep, there it goes. We're ready to go green. Dave Blaney gonna lead him back to the green flag. And we're racing once again here in Bristol. Hermie Sattler did not get fired off that well at all. Not really a top tier team, but he's holding his own here in second. That's the thing with this new package. Smaller teams like this can have better showings. But second place still. Just wasn't expecting that out of Hermie Sattler and his team. That is a very small team. But Ricky Rudd looking to get past them. This is a one groove track, so Ricky Rudd maybe just not wanting to get too aggressive early on here. Usually you see people moving each other out of the way. That's just not the case yet here today. But they're single file. Everyone down at the bottom. Jeff Gordon stuck on the top. Gonna have to get in line here soon. Meanwhile, Dave Blaney in a world of his own right now. Ricky Rudd gets to run off the corner, peek to the inside of Hermie Sattler. Just couldn't quite get there. Didn't have the run that he needed. Gonna try it again here off of turn 4. Now he's looking there, but once again, just ran out of time. Did not get there by the end of the straightaway. But he is trying to get there. And I did add a little bit of grip, so they are going to go a bit faster around this track. Not too much, though. It's not that big of a difference, as you can see. But we are getting constant 15-second lap times here. So that's really the only difference. Rusty Wallace to the inside of Bill Elliott. He's not afraid to make moves. And now that puts him up in the 4th place. He's going to try and hunt down Ricky Rudd here for 3rd. And that Wood Brothers 21. I believe that's Wood Brothers. Hermie Sattler still in 2nd. And I believe Ricky Rudd's got to be getting frustrated at this point. He can't find a way to get past him. He might just resort to using the bumper here in a few laps, even though it's just in our 2003, so I highly doubt that will happen. Meanwhile, Dave Blaney just leading the race. He's way out in front right now. The battle for 2nd is on. Here comes Rusty Wallace to the back bumper of Ricky Rudd. We know he's not going to waste any time here at all, as Hermie Sattler runs a little bit wide in the corner, but he gets that good run off. All these guys right there. It's almost like a game of follow the leader, just waiting for the right moment as Bill Elliott dropping back from another position here. As Ricky Craven gets to his inside. Lots of different faces out in front. As we see further back, Elliott Sattler is inside of the top 10. So how about that for him? Johnny Benson up there as well. And Benson looking to the inside of Sattler. Couldn't quite get there, but he's going to try it again. This time by in 1 and 2, but Sattler closes the door. Hermie Sattler falling back. Elliott Sattler falling back, or about to fall back a spot as well. But Hermie Sattler is finally, people are finally getting by him here. So maybe if we happen to get another caution, as we see Dave Blaney starting to catch some lap traffic, if we happen to get another caution, then things could possibly change here. The outcome of the race could possibly change big time, as we're only 10 minutes in. I just realized that it's only been 10 minutes. We're already 31 laps in. So this race going by very quickly. Lap car Kevin Harvick not getting out of Blaney's way. as this is really only a one groove track due to NR being NR. So we'll have to see what develops with that. Meanwhile, Ricky Rudd and Rusty Wallace still going at it for second. They are a little bit less than 3 seconds back, and they're trying to close in on that 77 here. They are in fact gaining, so they could possibly get there, as Dave Blaney is still being held up by lap traffic. Kenny Wallace in front of him, but he's got Jack Sprague behind him. That's a pretty good cushion, but not a good enough cushion. Now they're side by side ahead of him. Now this is where you kind of have to just kind of ride and let them sort it out. He gets trapped on the high side here. That's going to really hurt him. They're down to almost a second. So they gained about 2 seconds that lap. Or those last couple of laps, I should say. Yeah, look at them. They're there now. They're on the same straightaway. Let's go on board with that 21. Ricky Rudd trying to get past that 7. He's looking to the inside. He's not giving him any room, not being as patient with these lap cars as he was with Hermie Sadler. Gets to his inside, and now down the back stretch, there's no cars separating the two, so now it's only just about a half a second separating these leaders, P1, 2, and 3. Welcome back to coverage of the MG Cup Series 2003 season race at Bristol. We got a 3-wide battle for the lead now. This is really heating up. We saw them catching that 77 of Dave Blaney the past couple of laps, and lap cars seem to have held them up for a little bit too long there. It's now Ricky Rudd and Rusty Wallace, who was actually in second at one point, but Rudd got back past him on the inside as they went 3 wide there. Now Ricky Rudd is leading the race as it heats up, only 50 laps in here in Bristol. Meanwhile, further back, Ricky Craven is in third. Bill Elliott back up to fourth, and Dave Blaney's dropping like a rock. I gotta believe something must have happened to that car. He's maybe tire wear or something, but he's falling way off here. Very strange incident, or maybe he's just... There's no grip up there on the high side, so maybe he just needs to get back down on the bottom to get back in the groove, but still, the way he's dropping back, it looks like something's wrong with that car. So hopefully not, but look at who's trying to get up into the top 10 here. the one of Darrell Waltrip replacing Steve Park in a DEI Pennzoil car. Ricky Rudd trying to hold off one of the best short track drivers, and that is Rusty Wallace. Rusty is right there. He's looking at that inside. Doesn't quite make the move yet. Maybe he's just being a little bit more patient with him here. Kind of like a cat playing with his food. He's teasing it. He's trying to get him a little bit. I don't even know what I'm saying. Never mind. Trying to get him a little bit nervous here. That's what I'm trying to say. He's ducking down low, trying to make some moves and backing out of them. So we'll have to see how this is going to go. Jack Sprague getting lapped again. How many laps down is he? That 0. Oh, I guess not. I guess it's his first time getting lapped. He must have gotten this lap back. So, excuse me for being wrong there. I didn't see the. Oh my goodness, lag spikes. We do not like that. Let's check the frames. Still running at a solid 70, so we're good. Jack Sprague now looking at the inside of Jason Hedelsky in the 90. Couldn't quite get there. But now going to try it again. That time he gets there. And look at this. Rusty Wallace finally decided he's had enough. He's going to try to make a move underneath the 21 of Ricky Rudd, but couldn't quite get there. There is a cushion behind Rusty. It's a lap car of Kenny Wallace behind him there. As Ricky Craven has a lap car to his inside now as he falls back. So it's really just a fight between the two leaders, because there's no lap traffic separating them, but there is a lot of lap traffic in front of them that might play a factor. That definitely will play a factor in this battle, because Ricky Rudd's being held up by Jack Sprague right now. Rudd gets a good run off the corner, gonna try to go high-ish. Did not get that good entry, and almost gets turned. 60 laps in to a 150 lap race here at Bristol. And oh, what was that, Kenny Wallace? Just turned right in the corner. Got a little loose there, maybe. But Jack Sprague refusing to fall a lap down here, hoping for a caution. But he really is fighting hard to stay on the lead lap here. Starting to pull away now. Let's go through the field as Jeff Gordon, who pitted early on, he's 3 laps down. He's just kind of hoping for a few wrecks to happen, trying to get some points. After he had a little bit of an issue early on in this race. Hermie Sattler still up in the top 10. That's way further back. He's actually in the top 5, but Ryan Newman right behind him. This is just a really good day for that O2 team, as they're not really a weekly contender, or really a contender at all. So this is very nice to see them having such a great day like this. That'll really help out the team. But Ricky Rudd back on the back bumper of Jack Sprague might just move him out of the way here. He's looking like he wants to. Not quite getting there yet, but he's thinking about it. Kind of has to at this point, but he just won't. Rusty Wallace right there behind him, being a lot more patient than I expected him to be, and there goes the mistake. And Rusty Wallace to the inside. They're side by side for the lead now. Ricky Rudd has to hand it to him. And as that happens, here's Kenny Wallace to his inside. Now he finally gets the chance to hop back into the preferred line. But man, that is a tough break for that 21 team, as they were trying to get past Jack Sprague, and now heading down pit road is the 2 of Rusty Wallace. So it looks like green flag pit stop's ready to start here as Bill Elliott follows him in. I see, is that Jeff Green pitting as well? No, that's Jimmy Johnson. Tony Stewart and Matt Kenseth into the pits as well. So now, back to watching Rusty here as he comes out of pit road, or in the pit road, I should say. Forgot he has to go all the way around. And he's going to fall a couple laps down here. Ricky Rudd is, where is he? Lots of cars driving down pit road. I cannot find Ricky Rudd at all. By the time we find him, he might have already pitted. There he is. So he's in pit road. Rusty Wallace is... Okay, Ricky Rudd's now a lap down. Ricky Craven's in the lead. Rusty Wallace, I don't even know. I was looking for him, but I just didn't see it. So Ricky Craven now is the leader. Waiting for him to come down pit road. Nope, still not coming in yet. But maybe this time by he will. No, he's still staying out here. Hermie Sattler back there in second as well. Imagine he leads some laps today. Virginia Tech getting some good advertising here today. As that 0-2 is, he's been up front pretty much for the entirety of this race. Jimmy Johnson right behind him, but he is not on the lead lap. He's trying to get that lap back. And we got trouble on the backstretch. Big wreck back here. And that's going to bring out a caution in the middle of green flag pit stops. That's what Ricky Craven needed. Look at Kurt Busch flying around trying to beat people back to the line. He's trying to get as many spots as he can. Ryan Newman has damage, and a couple of people are going to get trapped a lap down now. So let's go back and take a look at what happened here. Three wide, and Ricky Rudd, who led earlier in the race, has heavy damage, and he's out of the race. Oh, what a shame. But, man, what even happened here? So they were three wide. Oh, man, look at Rusty Wallace getting very aggressive here today as well. He just about wrecked Elliott Sattler. He moved him up out of the way. Brett Bodine gets turned by Kyle Petty. I mean, just flat out dumped into the wall. Rick, oh my goodness, did you see Rusty Wallace? Just barely squeaks by, sideways, brushes between him and the wall, and big hits there, almost flips Brett Bodine over. Jeff Green and Jeff Burton got a little bit of damage in that. Or, excuse me, that was Robbie Gordon. And then look at Kurt Busch flying past cars here. He's trying to pass people left and right to get a few spots. So, man, unfortunate. Tough breaks for a lot of these guys. They were running well. And unlucky, but at the same time, lucky break for Rusty Wallace. Unlucky because he's stuck a lap down now. But lucky because he is he got away cleanly. So, big shakeup here as a lot of top contenders get taken out in the wreck or get trapped a lap down, which is something you don't want at all, especially here in Bristol. So, we're going to have to take a look. We're going to have to see, oh, Tony Stewart's in the lead now. Sorry, I was on my phone. But yeah, we're gonna watch the pace car and see if the lights go out this time. Bye. They do. We're going green this time. Bye. So tough break for Ricky Rudd, as he is out of the race now, but green flag is back out. Tony Stewart takes off. And what caused that accident was the 11 of Brett Bodine running out of fuel. And that's what stacked everybody up there. Look at this. A couple of cars down pit road. Cars that have damage, or had damage. Had some sort of issue as they were trying to get restarted here. So tough luck for all of them. But now we got some of the bigger names that we're used to seeing out in front back out towards the front now. Wait a minute. Tony Stewart's lapped. I'm sorry. Jimmy Johnson's lapped. Kurt Busch, all these guys out in front are lapped. So where's the leader? I'm sorry, y'all. I'm confusing myself. Where's the leader? Ricky Craven is leading. Mark Martin in second. Craven already won this season. Martin as well. At Atlanta, Craven won Las Vegas. And look at that, Dale Jarrett into the mix as well. So this is very confusing. A lot of things being shaken up here. Look at Dale Jr. in the 8. Dale Earnhardt Jr. in the 8 car has gotten his way up to 4th. He's all over the back bumper of Dale Jarrett now. The 4 emerges out onto the track at the wrong possible time for Dale Jr. And he has to slide up and lose all kinds of momentum there to avoid him. And now he's coming back down pit road. So an interesting situation there with the 4 team, but Tony Stewart, I mean, you think he's leading this thing. He took off. So we got a few different races going on at once. Kurt Busch trying to pass Jimmy Johnson for 26th. And Mark Martin trying to pass Ricky Craven for the lead. Almost at 7th, but what am I talking about? He's trying to pass him for the lead here. Dale Jr. trying to run down Dale Jarrett. Because now we're coming around to about 50 to go in just a couple of laps. Boris Said is in the top 10 as well here, as he's getting passed by a lap car. That's Ward Burton in the 22. Bobby Labonte now looking for a position on Boris, and he's going to get it. Boris Said could not get in line that time, or quick enough that time, and he is going to fall back. Kyle Petty, who caused that last caution, he's up here in the top 10. And he's going to get by Boris Said. Now he's looking at a spot from Ken Schrader, who just chopped his nose there. So I know he's not going to appreciate that. Now, out front, Mark Martin and Ricky Rudd. We're side by side. Mark Martin gets the lead. Rudd's dropping like a rock. Dale Jr. is up in the 3rd. And Mark Martin's got probably the fastest car in the entire race of Rusty Wallace in front of him here, a lap down. So we know Rusty's frustrated. He's probably not going to let him go by too easily here. Mark Martin catching that too, as Rusty's being held up by Jerry Nadeau. So Rusty wants to avoid being put another lap down. He's already I mean, more than half of the field is lapped. Up to 16th or 15th, but the 16 of Greg Biffle is lapped. Rusty Wallace, he's trapped in 24th, 2 laps down after the pit cycles. And he finally got past Jerry Nadeau. Dale Jr. gets past Dale Jarrett for 2nd. And now here comes Ward Burton looking to pass both of them, even though he's not racing for position. This is very confusing. But Mark Martin, all he needs to do is just get about 50 more clean laps, a little bit less than 50 now. But 50 more clean laps and he'll be the winner. I guess while we're at it, we can look at points here today as well. But yeah, Mark Martin just needs to hold on for 50 laps and he'll be the winner. Dale Jr. trying to get past Jerry Nadeau to run down Mark Martin here, but it's not looking too easy for him right now. Whoa, and Mark Martin slides wide. Big mistake there from that 6 car. And that's exactly what he didn't need to do. We were saying he needed to take it, just kind of take it easily and just log laps here. And he's going high once again. Cannot find the way past these lap cars. And that's his teammate, Matt Kenseth, side by side with Rusty Wallace. Rusty goes past him. Rusty is not making it easy for anybody here today. They're all getting stacked up now. Look out, this is about to get wild, boys. Dale Jr. is a new race leader here in the 8 DEI car. Looking to get past all these lap cars. Things might get crazy here. But Dale Jr. is pulling away. Ricky Craven, he's worked his way back up into 2nd. Look at Bobby Labonte in 3rd and Dale Jarrett in 4th. Mark Martin back in 5th, and to try to work his way back up through the field. Any one of these guys can win it. They're all right there with Dale Jr. And I mean, anything can happen, apparently, as we just learned with Mark Martin. So Dale Earnhardt Jr. is leading with a little bit more, or a little bit less than 40 laps to go. He needs to just not make the same mistake that Martin did. Needs to have some patience with these lap cars, not try to force anything, just needs to just kind of ride there, and once they open the door, he can finally get by. But he can't take it too easily either, because they are right there. But this is exactly what he wants to see in his mirror, side by side for 2nd. And that's going to slow the both of them down. Battle didn't last too long though. So Bobby Labonte, you can tell he's pushing it here. He's trying to get everything he can. He wants to win. Dale Earnhardt Jr. still out in front here as he tries to hold off the rest of the field. Bobby Labonte trying to run him down, but Dale Jr. is pulling away actually, as Jerry Nadeau isn't really giving him too many problems here. And now Nadeau's going to open the door. Junior tried to get in there, had to check up big time, and that's That's gonna slow him down. That's exactly what he didn't need right there. Now Bobby Labonte closing in very quickly here. And he might get there. You never know, but at this rate, it looks like he's going to get there by the time this race ends. Oh, and Dale Jr. is getting held up by Jimmy Johnson. So there goes Bobby Labonte to the lead. But Junior gets right back in line. He's in second. There's a ton of lap cars now. I'm sorry, I was looking at my phone. I keep looking away at the just absolute worst times here. Bobby Labonte got held up. Now here comes Dale Jr. right back to the back bumper at that 18. This race is heating up. I'm so glad I made the changes I made to the track INI. As Dale Jarrett got very tight, but that might be what he needed. Side by side for the lead. None of them in the groove. Dale Jarrett up into the mix. They both went wide, and now Junior back to the lead. Jarrett tried to make it 3 wide there. That probably wouldn't have ended well, but he was thinking about it for sure. Mark Martin into the mix as well. Here comes Robbie Gordon into the picture. He's lapped, so he might just need to stay back and let the leaders sort this out here. But he's got Jeff Burton behind him, so he can't lay back. Meanwhile, green flag pit stops seem to be starting right about now. Ricky Craven's back there, but he's got a couple of lap cars in front of him here. So, looks like we're finally starting to get a break from the lap traffic. As, never mind, right as I say that, Matt Kenseth comes out of pit road right in front of Dale Jr. and Jr. had to run a wider line. Here comes Dale Jarrett. We've had a ton of lead changes this race. Oh my goodness. So yeah, waiting for the leaders to pit. Wondering when that is going to happen. We know it's coming soon, but hopefully not a repeat of the what happened in the last three flat pit stop stint there, because we had a caution that trapped Rusty Wallace a lap down, or 2 laps down actually. So this will be very interesting here, but they're still not pitting yet. Most of the field are pitting right now, but these guys haven't pitted yet. They're on a different strategy, it seems. So maybe they can make it to the end. I highly doubt it, but they look like they're trying to make it to the end, unless we get some sort of a caution here. Jimmy Spencer and John Andretti going at it. I'm not even sure if that's the position it is for P31. Dale Jr. is going to slowly but surely roll up on this battle here. Look at... Whoa, Matt Kenseth just moved John Andretti out of the way there. That got tight. And he somehow made it work. Now looking to the inside of Jimmy Spencer. Matt Kenseth is flying on these new tires here. Oh my goodness. I mean, he's sending it into every single corner. He's moving people up out of the way. I thought we were going to have a wreck right there. But now here comes John Andretti. Jimmy Johnson on newer tires gets by Dale Jarrett with ease. Coming around to just 10 laps to go. This time by. Or, not this time by, but in a couple of laps. And look at this. Jimmy Johnson sent it in. Gets past Dale Jr. Taking one of his laps back. I saw smoke. No, I didn't. I'm tripping. I could have swore I did, but I guess I didn't. Nope, I didn't. Oh boy, that got tight off of turn 4 there. Now this is where people start getting impatient here. We're getting down to the nitty gritty towards the end of the race. Everyone's trying to get everything they can, and Dale Jr. is rolling up on this battle here. Or not much of a battle, but Jimmy Johnson just driving past people like there's no tomorrow. As we're coming around to 10 to go this time by. All Junior wants to see is that checkered flag at this point. As he rolls it in a little bit smoothly. Or slowly, I should say. Smoothly and slowly. Big train of cars here as Dale Jr. gets by Jason Hedelsky without any problems. Dale Jarrett trying to move up there, but he's got Jimmy Spencer in front of him, so it's not gonna help him at all. It's a big gaggle of cars as we're coming around to 5 to go and just a couple of laps here. Ward Burton behind that 88. Dale Jarrett just needs to hope that none of these lap cars tries to pass him here, because he's really, all he needs is for something to happen to Dale Jr., but it doesn't look like that'll happen. But look at this big group of cars right here. Matt Kenseth, Jimmy Johnson, I mean all of these guys. Jimmy moving people out of the way. Dale Jr., excuse me. It's the Dale and Dale show, but not the old one that we're used to. We got trouble, big wreck. And that's going to bring out the caution. Ward Burton all torn up. And another crash. That's going to end the race under caution. Dale Jr. and Dale Jarrett just narrowly escaped. Jarrett actually has some damage from that. And that's going to end the race under caution. This is not what we wanted to see. A hard wreck at the end here. And the 4 going to pull off a little bit early. That car is probably leaking some fluid. The car is pretty much killed at this point. But man, that was a hard wreck. We're going to have to go back and take a look at what happened here really quickly. We're going to have to speed run back to the wreck and take a look at it before the race ends. Oh, that was a really big wreck. Really big hit, I should say. For the 4. Once again, head on. Coming out of pit road. He's on the apron and head on into the outside wall. It looks like Mike Skinner was just coming out of pit road and at the the worst possible time. Nowhere for Elliott Sattler and Robbie Gordon to go. And then, big hits there. Ward Burton and a couple of other guys. I am hitting the wrong button. So yeah, back to the live feed now. Now the white flag is going to be shown this time. So that will confirm that the race will end under caution. And you usually hate to see them end this way, but I mean, Dale Jr. was already checked out. This was pretty much his race to win at that point. Man, really anything can happen here. I mean, that really is, wow. I was not expecting that kind of finish, but Dale Jr. had a strong car here today. Stayed out of trouble and collects the win here at Bristol Motor Speedway. How about that? for Junebug. Pace car is going to lead everyone down pit road now, as the race has officially ended. But Dale Jr. gets the win. So how about that? We're going to go take a quick look at the points before we wrap this up. There's the standings. Kurt Busch leading the points. Dale Jr. second. Oh my gosh, this music is loud. Alright. So yeah, as you saw, everyone but Dale Jarrett was lapped. I mean, that was just a really wild race. So up next is Texas. And we should have a full field for that one instead of just 41 cars. So yeah, hope you guys are as excited about that as I am, but hope to see you guys next time. Till then, peace.